camera and it shouldn't go out of focus.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, Sam, I'm just gonna kind of record a small clip here of what's going on. I'm checking for activity right here. And you do have activity. You have orbs flying through your room here.
Generally, I like to make jokes on stuff, but like that's
Okay, so that's good. It's not.
so.
Okay, I'm going to zoom in here and start asking you some questions. So, we're here at Sam's house, and today is March the 2nd, 2017, and we're going to do an investigations here in Orlando, and Sam called us in. He's got some activity going on, so you want to explain to us what's going on, Sam?
There's I think since '08 I started like noticing things. That's when I was going through divorce stuff, and there was like there's been a few things in the past, like low shadows from maybe dogs in the past, but like this area here, I saw something go across there, like sizable. Then I had a roommate that in the past, and the thing walked through him, and he felt he got shivers. And then we had stuff in my closet fall off the hanger, my dad's jackets, on two separate occasions. One time I heard it fall. The first time I'm hardly ever in my room, just looking. And so I was just standing there like wondering why I went in there. And then my dad's jacket fell off the hanger somehow and fell on the floor. My dad had passed before that, otherwise I wouldn't have his jackets. And then that's what makes me think the thing wants me to think it's my dad. But I'm not really sure of that or think that's possible. Then but the chance of me being in there, and if you saw how the clothes are in there, there's no way something could just fall off. And like that here stuff, I feel like being watched a lot. I even consciously try not to look in the mirrors in the dark or look out the glass or anything like that, just because I don't want to see anything looking back at me. And I kind of expect that. And like that mirror especially, I've seen things in the past just by looking and not like paying attention too much. And you think you see somebody in there, and there's, of course there's nobody there. And like last night, you hear stuff. I was the only one here last night, and there's a comedian that lives here, and he was not here. So we had I came home from work at about 4:30 in the morning, and I stayed at work a little late because I thought coming here is not going to be good tonight.
Here,
so then when I got here, I actually heard like a voice that I couldn't make out. I heard something, and I heard like there's noise I could not explain. And I'm sitting in my office, and I'm used to this because it happens a lot, and you just hear stuff. You feel like there's somebody in the room with you, and as a matter of fact, you know someone's in the room with you.
Yeah, you can just tell, can't you?
And there's nobody there.
Yeah.
And like when you walk around, you have goose pimples on you, but like I'm actually used to this, and you should not be used to living like this.
No.
The other day I was trying to clean up my garage, which provoked me to call you guys. I'm carrying a deep fryer, and this is like 2 in the afternoon, and it knocked it out of my hands. So the big mess out there that's partially in the driveway, you still can see it. And I cleaned it up, the stuff on the inside. What a monumental mess. You have a gallon of French fry stuff. It wasn't hot, but it literally, as if someone took it and smacked it in the middle. I put screws into a bag. The bottom of the bag was there. Then it wasn't. And because after I had the screws above the oil, as I'm walking past, then all the screws fell down. How's that even possible? The bag, then my computer is working now. Sometimes it doesn't. I have a stack of computers because that when they start going haywire because of this thing, then doing whatever to my computers, then I just get another one because you can only handle so much, and like you're doing something and the computer turns itself off, and you say, okay, well, does this make sense? No, unless it's a Hewlett Packard computer, but it's a little joke. But in the meantime, I called a doctor friend of mine. He studied hypnosis with me. He's in Alaska, and I asked him, say, could someone put a whammy on me to make me self-destructive? Is there something that's actually that I could be doing this stuff to myself? And he said it's illogical. There's no way that I could be doing all this stuff. And someone, could put us, could have me doing stuff like, through hypnosis that I'm unaware of. But there's too much of it, and it's too continuous and just constant. And I gotta tell you that it makes me. He was actually reading some stuff earlier. My friend from my Disney past, and he wants to go back to Disney. That he read some stuff on there about what would create this, and me being negative about my divorce. I slept on a couch for 2 years, didn't do nothing for quite a few years, and then like the obsession with death. That's he mentioned that today, that reading the list that could have brought it on, and I look at stuff like that, like a lot, like who died this year, and I have an obsession with JFK. I mean, bad. Like I have parts of the car he was killed in the house, and I've studied it. I've been there. I'm basically an expert on that subject. You can ask me anything. I even talk to people like Mrs. Oswald and people that touched Kennedy dead. I talked to them, and even had autopsy pictures in the house. I still have them in the house, unpublished ones. So it's kind of and then another person thought because I do hypnosis that brought this on, because I put people under a spell, but I don't. Hypnosis is just dealing with the subconscious, not there's no hocus pocus with that. I don't need a demon to help me have someone think they're a chicken. So, but having this stuff, then my mom is a very bad person. If you knew her, actually you would not want to know her. She's like the devil. So then I thought that all the bad energy that she puts on me was coming from here. And my dad hated the idea of me not talking to her. So like I didn't talk to her for one time for 10 years, and then lately it was a year. Just now it's been over a year. But I just don't know what, why I'm going through this. I just can't imagine why. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. Is she into anything as far as like occult practices?
My mom?
Yeah. Where she could have maybe had friends maybe put a curse on you, or?
I don't know. I think that, like when I got beatings for, she heard my friend and I discussing when I was in kindergarten that she was the devil. And then she took me to church, and then the priest had explained to me how she's not the devil. But he described the devil, and he was describing her when I was listening to a sermon. And then, but that was when I was in kindergarten. I thought that she was. I mean, but she really does some bad stuff. I mean, all the time. And that's what my sister and I went the other route with that. So we try to do good stuff. Even though people should get the wrath of me, I don't do it. I turn the cheek as much as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, I always turn the other cheek, which is sometimes you shouldn't, but I've been doing that always. So.
That's good. All right. Well, that pretty much concludes why we're here. We're gonna check and see what we find on our equipment, and we'll show you what we find when we find it, and then we'll do a ceremony and we'll clear it out for you, and then you'll be able to sleep good tonight.
Do you have an idea what type of thing would be doing stuff?
No. It can vary. It just depends. That's why I like to find out some type of history to see. Do you know of anything as far as the house? What the history is here, or the land? Anything like that?
We had the neighbor's family had a treaty with the Indians that they wouldn't kill them. Other than that, this area was really good with Indians.
Okay.
And they were serious about keeping this area. No one has died in the house that I'm aware of. No one died in the house.
Okay.
Pets have died here.
Yeah.
But this is not something that was always here. This basically had happened from probably about after my wife had left. And that was matter of fact. Since then, this may sound kind of crazy, but I have not been able to get bananas to grow. I have bananas growing, but I've never had bananas. And before I was always good with that. I could grow bananas and oranges, but the governor took away the orange trees. There's 28 trees in here.
Mm-hmm.
But they had, the bananas didn't grow, and I don't even know if that means anything. Seems
It
kinda weird.
can, yeah.
Does that seem weird?
You were saying that before you and your wife divorced, was there any activity in the house at all?
I would actually say no, because in the past, the house I lived in here was haunted. I mean, really good, poltergeist.
Uh-huh.
But it was nothing like this. Like his name was Jim. And we saw a picture. I saw a picture of him. I saw him as obvious. I mean, it was very obvious.
You seen solid apparition then? Looked
Oh,
like
yeah.
a real person?
No, he was. And
Yeah.
I even chased him down the hallway. To
In
see
this
him.
house?
No, a different house.
A different house, okay.
So
I
it
knew
could have
that-
come from the other house.
Yeah.
That's
he
what
could've
I'm
followed
thinking.
you over.
And the divorce can activate stuff like that.
When there's anger.
It lays dormant.
Yeah, Jim was not that type. The house started on fire. Tracy started the house on fire. Jim woke me up, and Jim was a positive thing.
Okay.
Like he was not, but he wanted to be known. Like he could physically move things around and slam doors in. But he
Sounds like what I've got in my
Yeah.
house. Okay, yeah.
my secretary
Yeah.
was married to a black guy, and the child after I moved out, they moved in, and the child was never in the house ever before, and so then after they moved in, then they lasted there a month, but Jim was going after the child.
Oh, he
And
was.
choking him. He'd take the kid out of the house, everything's fine. And then she got all mad at me because that had happened. But she lived there for 1 month after the fact. But the house had definitely, that house was certifiably haunted.
Yeah, was it here in Orlando?
Yeah, but that's way different than this.
Yeah.
And
Totally different feeling.
yeah, and like I can do the difference because I've lived through that, and that's okay, and that's almost fun. And that's like trying to say, Jim, type something on a keyboard, I can read this. Did Mary kill you? The landlady? Just type whatever you want. And I never got him to communicate with me like that, but as far as like turning the light switches on and off, or
Yeah.
closing the door, or making me making the dog look at him, or playing with the dog, I mean, he was good for that stuff.
Right, right.
But not like this. This is not,
Very negative.
yeah. And if
If she was